When the soft meets the spiky, it's survival of the smartest. Watch as these wild encounters with porcupines leave predators second-guessing their life choices. But wait until the middle of this video, when a relentless pitbull takes on a porcupine in one of the most intense clashes you'll ever see. In the heart of the African savanna, a hungry leopard locks eyes on what seems to be the easiest meal of the day, a porcupine casually strutting across the road. But little does this big cat know, he's in a battle that's more ouch than yum. The leopard pounces with confidence, claws ready, but as soon as he swipes, bam, quills everywhere. The porcupine spins around like a walking fortress, giving the leopard a face full of sharp regret. The predator tries again, determined to win, only to get another painful jab. Now licking his wounds, literally, the leopard takes a break to pluck quills from his paws. But the porcupine? Oh, he's just chillin', standing his ground like the ultimate tease. It's almost like he's saying, "Come on, big guy, is that all you got?" The standoff continues for over an hour, with the leopard making desperate attempts to score dinner, and the porcupine holding the line like a spiky knight in shining armor. Eventually, the leopard, battered and quilled, admits defeat. The two part ways, as if calling an unspoken truce. In nature, bravery comes in all shapes and sizes, and this prickly porcupine just proved that sometimes, defense is the best offense. Sometimes in life, even apex predators like leopards have bad days, and this was one of those days. After an intense battle with a prickly porcupine, the leopard found himself on the losing end of the fight, quite literally wearing his defeat. The porcupine didn't just defend itself, it turned the leopard into a walking pincushion. Check out those quills. And yet, through all this, the leopard just sits there, calmly plucking out his painful souvenirs one by one. No flinching, no whining, just pure ruggedness. This moment isn't just a testament to the porcupine's impressive defense tactics. It's also a reminder that even the fiercest predators have their limits. The leopard may have lost this round, but hey, at least he's walking away with a hard-earned lesson. Not every meal is worth the pain. And that porcupine, he's probably strutting back to his den thinking, another day, another leopard schooled. Nature really doesn't mess around. It's a standoff in the darkness. A pride of lions, powerful, cunning, and hungry, surrounds a lone porcupine. But this is no ordinary prey. This prickly warrior isn't running, isn't flinching. It's standing its ground like a boss. The lions, clearly puzzled, poke and prod, but every swipe comes with a painful lesson. That porcupine is like, come closer, I dare ya. Its sharp quills are the ultimate armor, turning the pride's confidence into hesitation. One by one, the lions start backing off, their tails between their legs. Literally. It's not every day that a tiny porcupine sends a whole pride packing. This isn't just survival, this is pure attitude. The porcupine doesn't need speed or strength when it has an unbeatable defense. The message: sometimes the best offense is an unshakable defense. And this porcupine, it just earned a spot in the Hall of Wildlife Legends. In a showdown of wits and weapons, a cunning porcupine faces off against a coiled python. The python, ready to strike, thinks it has the upper hand, but the porcupine, it's playing 4D chess. With every bite, the porcupine immediately spins, unleashing its ultimate defense, a fortress of razor-sharp quills. The python lunges back, only to meet a wall of spikes, its every move countered by this prickly tactician. This isn't just survival, it's strategy at its finest. The porcupine knows it doesn't have the size or speed to overpower the python, but with precision, timing, and its lethal quills, it turns the predator into the prey. Each strike from the python is met with pain and regret. In the end, it's not about who's bigger or stronger, it's about knowing how to use what you've got. And this porcupine, well, it's a battlefield genius. In the battle of nature's defense mechanisms, this boa constrictor bit off more than it could chew, literally. Thinking it had found its next meal in a porcupine, the snake quickly learned the hard way that this prey comes armed and dangerous. Footage captures the boa writhing in pain, its sleek scales now adorned with an unexpected accessory, dozens of sharp quills piercing through its body. The snake's meal plan just turned into a survival nightmare, as the porcupine's natural defense proved to be a game changer. Wriggling and coiling, the boa's discomfort is clear. What started as a hunt ended with the predator becoming the ultimate example of instant karma. Lesson of the day? Not all meals are worth the risk, and when it comes to porcupines, it's best to slither away and live to hunt another day. In the wild backdrops of Pedro Bay, nature's clash of titans took a heartbreaking turn. A determined pitbull locked horns, quills, with the porcupine in what became an hour-long battle of wills. The mud, the water, and the chaos, all ingredients for a dramatic encounter. The pitbull, unrelenting and laser-focused, was on a mission to overpower the prickly porcupine. Despite the quills lodged deep in its face, the dog kept coming, refusing to back down. Sadly, the porcupine, overwhelmed by the assault, didn't survive the relentless fight. The aftermath left both creatures wounded, but the pitbull was rushed to Pet ER and is on the mend. A sobering reminder of how brutal nature's battles can be. Relentless determination against a natural defense, where there are no real winners, only survivors. Ouch! This is the painful aftermath when curiosity meets quills. A brave, or maybe too bold, dog got a little too close for comfort with the porcupine and paid the price. Covered head to toe in sharp quills, this poor pup is a walking cautionary tale. But don't worry, after a trip to the vet, the dog made it out alive. A little worse for wear, but definitely wiser. Lesson learned: porcupines are not to be messed with. Talk about a prickly situation. This brave dog got into a tangle with a porcupine, and the result? A face full of quills that looks more like a spiky beard. Despite the pain, this patient pup kept calm, enduring what must have been a tough day. Thankfully, after some careful quill removal, he's on the mend. A reminder to all campers and hikers, keep your furry friends at a safe distance from porcupines, for their sake and the porcupines. Brutus here learned a hard life lesson. Never mess with the porcupine unless you're prepared to deal with the consequences. Covered in dozens of quills, this curious pup had a run-in with nature's spikiest defender. The quills, designed to embed deeper over time, posed serious risks, including infections and potential organ damage. Thanks to the swift action of a rescue organization, Brutus had the quills safely removed. While he suffered an infection near his eye, the eyeball itself was unharmed, and this brave boy is on the road to a full recovery. A reminder that sometimes curiosity bites back, literally. This grizzly bear thought it had stumbled on a quick snack, but nature had other plans. As it moved in for the easy meal, it learned the hard way why porcupines are not pushovers. One curious sniff turned into a face full of quills. Ouch! The bear let out a huff of defeat and quickly retreated, leaving the porcupine strutting away like the ultimate victor. Sometimes the smallest creatures pack the sharpest lessons. At an Indonesian zoo, this mischievous gibbon decided to mess with the wrong roommate, a porcupine. With long arms and even longer confidence, the gibbon casually strolled into the porcupine enclosure, poked one of the spiky residents, and sat back like it was waiting for applause. When the porcupine didn't react, the cheeky primate doubled down, delivering another hit. But this time, the porcupine had had enough. With quills at the ready, it went on the offensive, chasing the gibbon around the enclosure. The gibbon, realizing it might have bitten off more than it could chew, scrambled up a tree to safety, leaving the porcupine to claim victory on the ground below. Lesson learned: don't poke the porcupine. After renovating her new home, the owner wasn't prepared for the unexpected challenges brought by the wild. As night fell over the savannah, she went out in search of food but returned empty-pawed. However, a bigger problem awaited her at home, a most unwelcome guest. The scent gave away the presence of a porcupine, boldly occupying her territory. This prickly intruder, armed with 30,000 sharp quills, was no easy opponent. Confident in its natural defenses, the porcupine wasn't about to back down. Determined, the owner inspected every corner of her home, strategizing her next move. Porcupines are walking arsenals, and even lions, honey badgers, and other fierce predators often learn painful lessons when they dare to attack. But she wasn't ready to give up. At first, she attempted to drive it out through the main entrance, but failed. Undeterred, she changed tactics and made a bold move, finally forcing the intruder out. Still, the battle wasn't over. The porcupine could easily find its way back through another entrance. The porcupine's rattling quills and sharp, ominous noises, reminiscent of a rattlesnake's warning, signaled the threat it posed. But the owner was relentless. Approaching from a new angle, she finally succeeded in expelling the unwelcome guest from her territory for good. It was her first victory in the wild expanse of the Kalahari. She had defended her home, proving she was ready to fight for her place under the sun. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.